Look, I know I made a video about Adesanya, and I think I did. I don't remember, but I did say before that I don't think Cannonier has much of a chance with Adesanya. I looked at the highlights. He actually does. I've seen the highlights. Like I said, this guy has a legitimate chance to beat Adesanya. I'm gonna tell you why. First off, power, 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 power. This guy hits hard. He has a either hand, left hand or right hand. I saw it when he fought at heavyweight and light heavyweight. You imagine he's gonna have he's gonna present a similar problem to Adesanya. At first I thought this fight would go like the Romero fight with Adesanya 2.5 years ago. But Cannonier is very dangerous, and this guy's in his prime. He's at his peak right now, obviously. And in his highlights, he's been able to. Now, granted, it was against, like, in the highlights, it said lesser competition, but he's been able to take guys down that are bigger and stronger than Adesanya. So you got to imagine at some point he's going to integrate that in his fighting style. I didn't know he could wrestle. I really didn't. I just looked at the record. I saw how he won fights. He's got a lot of knockouts. He's broken some legs. He's not broken leg. I don't know. He hurt Anderson Silva somehow a long time ago with leg kicks. But he's a well-rounded fighter. And he's got a lot of power. And I like his approach in his interviews. He's not very cocky. He's not really arrogant. He's confident in himself. He said anybody can get it, but I don't think he's really a cocky guy. So that means he's very level-headed. And I emphasize that in fighting Adesanya, because Adesanya could be a little cocky, even though I love watching him. I'm a big fan. Shout out Izzy, by the way. But I think that will be an advantage in this fight. I think the fact that look, and people say he's already lost to Whitaker. He's beaten Gaslam. It doesn't matter who he's lost to, okay? This guy stylistically can beat him. Again, big left hand, big right hand. His leg kicks are very nasty. He can take down Adesanya in this fight. And if he can take him down, he doesn't need to finish it. He can. He's got some big elbows on the ground and pound. If he can take Israel Adesanya down and finish and hit him with some big elbows and just control him, much like Blachowicz did in his fight last year with Adesanya, he can win this fight. He's a big guy for a middleweight. He can easily be a heavyweight or a light heavyweight or a heavyweight. So he needs, again, use the wrestling. And if he has to stand with Adesanya, do not give Adesanya space. Don't give Adesanya a chance. Corner Adesanya. I know Adesanya's dangerous. He's knocked out Whitaker before, but really, I'm not going to say he can't knock out Cannonier. He can. But usually when he finishes guys with strikes, it's because he's wearing them down like the Costa. Like Whitaker, eventually he wore him out with the strikes. He was already clipping him. I don't think Cannonier's going to give him that much of a chance to do that in this fight. If he does, he's in for a long night with Adesanya. I think Cannonier's going to be the opposite. He's not going to just close the distance. He needs to make sure Adesanya's up against the wall, up against the cage, cornering him. That way Adesanya has nowhere to go. Because I know Adesanya's not going to take him down in this fight. And even though Adesanya's giving Vettori problems with the grappling, Cannonier's still a beast. Cannonier can stand, and I think he can wrestle if he needs to. So that makes him dangerous in this fight. Again, take him down, hold him there. He can knock out Izzy with those elbows. Adesanya's already been knocked out before. I know it was in kickboxing. It's in 100 fights, but he's been knocked out once. He can get knocked out again. Cannonier can knock him out on the feet. If he lands a big left or right hand, that's the thing. When you have a good left hand and right hand, usually left-handed guy, you just circle the opposite way. Cannonier's good with both hands. So Adesanya really has to be careful in this fight. I think Adesanya is going to approach Cannonier like he did Romero a few years ago. Problem is he's done that already, so Cannonier is going to know how to approach it and what to do, what not to do to be successful. Cannonier does not need to take this fight to distance. If he does need to, take him down. Mix up the ground and pound with just controlling him on the ground, like Blachowicz did with him. And if he has to stand, push him to the corner, pressure him, get in his face, put him against the corner and against the cage. Don't just close distance like Whitaker tried to do in his last fight.